Hello and welcome to our next edition of Hear the Lion Roar, the PRIMIS Propositions vodcast. I'm Matt Brown, Head of Mortgage and Protection Proposition, and I'm joined as usual by my wonderful colleague, Nikki Hemmings, GI Proposition Manager. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Matt. Hi, all, and welcome again to another fantastic edition of Hear the Lion Roar.
Fantastic indeed. So today we're joined by one of our newer additions to the panel. As any broker watching this vodcast back will know, we did a full review of our protection panel, which concluded mid-January, and we were delighted to be able to expand Zurich's distribution across the whole of PRIMIS. So no surprises today. We're joined by Zurich, who are going to talk about being added to the panel, some of the fantastic things around their proposition. So welcome today to Nick Erskine, the Distribution Director for Zurich, and Sahota, the Protection Specialist. Hi, chaps, you okay?
Afternoon. Thank you, Matt.
Hi, both.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, both. Hi, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon. So I guess before we get into all the sort of nitty gritty about Zurich and why you're so good at what you do, Nick, first and foremost, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I've been in the industry for too many years, Matt, that I can't remember, if I'm honest, but a long time. So I remember working historically with personal touch members and First Complete, for quite a long time. But yeah, always worked in protection, love the industry, married with children, got grown-up kids, have seen, critical illness happen through the family, know the importance of protection, love the industry, love what we do, and in the spare time, love to get out on the motorbike and whiz around the countryside and have some fun that way. So yeah, all good. That's me.
Amazing, what a life. And this is the bit we say you don't look old enough to have grown-up kids, isn't it, Nikki?
Yeah.
Aj, over to you, mate. Do you want to just tell us a bit about you? I know you've recently taken over looking after PRIMIS, so over to you.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you, Matt. So I'm Sahota at Zurich, and this is to let everybody at PRIMIS know that I manage the relationship, and I'm supported by an expert team of protection consultants and specialists. One thing I would say is I am passionate about protection, and importantly, we want to help you build and sustain strong protection sales and deliver great outcomes for your customers. Me personally, so I'm married with 2 children and having a young family. I know the importance of having the right protection cover in place, and I would like to help you protect more families than ever in 2022. So I've been at Zurich for over 20 years now. I've got great connections with the wider Zurich team, and if me or the Zurich team can support in any way, please do get in touch, and we look forward to working with you.
Thanks, Aj. I also heard you're an avid Liverpool fan. Is this correct?
I am indeed, but I don't want to upset too many people, so I'll kind of leave it at I'm a keen football fan, and I'm still playing myself. But yeah, we'll kind of put that to one side just in case I upset anybody.
Top man. Thanks, Aj. So listen, absolutely welcome to our panel. It seems like you've been here for a while now, but it's a full calendar month pretty much since you joined the PRIMIS panel. You guys both had the pleasure of attending our Recognising Excellence event at the Vox earlier this month, and hopefully got to see Fleur East and Gokwan. I guess, how have you found the PRIMIS experience? And I'll come to you, Aj, with that question first.
Yeah, that's fine. So the word that springs to me is wow. And that's not me talking about the event at the Vox with the robots, the excellent entertainment and everything else that made the event such a baptism of fire for me personally. I'm talking about the energy, the enthusiasm from the people. So whether that's from the advisors, the regional sales directors, people who work on the expert desk, yourself, Nikki, everyone's just so buoyant and excited about protecting people's futures. And finally having Zurich on board. So currently, whilst we're kind of talking, we're around the 1 month mark of being on panel with PRIMIS. I can tell you that it's just been non-stop conversations on a daily basis, so much that it just feels like a whirlwind. So today we've got Storm Eunice, so maybe that's where it's originated from, the PRIMIS Mortgage Network.
That's brilliant, mate. And, I did see someone post on LinkedIn recently to say they were absolutely wowed with the service they'd had from Zurich, and it's been a long time coming, you guys being on panel. So we're as excited as you. It's, wow to you, wow to us. We're all feeling in a really good space. So thanks. Nikki, over to you.
Thanks for that fantastic feedback as well, Adge. That's always brilliant to hear from a network point of view as well. So over to you, Nick, now. Conscious that you have already had access to some of our distribution through personal touch, as you touched on earlier, but people perhaps know Zurich of old, but not the new Zurich. Tell us what's changed, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. A good question, really, because I joined the Zurich business last year, and I joined really to help transform the business and take it forward for the future. So a lot is happening within Zurich at the moment. So you'll be forgiven, for thinking of Zurich as the sleepy giant of an insurance company. Very specialist in what it does. Great on large cases and high net worth customers, but it's not just about that. Zurich actually operates in all elements of the market. I was delighted to see us, join your panel this year, and to really grow our relationships with more mortgage advisors. That's fantastic. But what we've had to do is just really reorganize ourselves as a business. So we've spent the last year reorganizing all of our reporting lines internally. We've reorganized our sales function and our sales team, so that we can support you guys and the advisor market better. And we're absolutely focused now on the future, what our proposition needs to look like, how competitive we are, and I think historically, again, you wouldn't be forgiven for sort of thinking Zurich is always on the second page of the portal quote, but actually now, you'll see a much more competitive, much more focused Zurich, focused on our proposition, building solid relationships with advisors, and ultimately being really passionate and caring about what we do in the protection market, because we want to be an absolute leader, and we want to be the go-to company for protection for your advisors as we go forward. So a lot of change. So it's been great for Adge and I to work, with your advisors so far this year, because a lot of the passion and drive and energy that your advisors have got is exactly what we've got inside Zurich. So we find a lot of similarities and synergies in what you care about to what we care about. And ultimately, we want to deliver great outcomes for customers. We want to protect more customers in the UK. And we want to help advisors grow really strong, profitable, businesses in the process as well. So, so a lot's happened, and we're really focused for success in the future, because protection is the only thing we do now, and we're absolutely focused on it, within our business. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Thanks, Nick. And a lot of what you said there fits in with our review of your tender, presentation to us when we were looking at what we were doing with the panel. You guys came across as a very forward-thinking organisation, which, is a contrast to what you just described as that whole sleepy giant of the past piece. So, Adge, coming over to you, forward-thinking Adge of the future. Why are Zurich forward-thinking? Why is that coming across in everything you're talking about?
Yeah, so thank you, Matt. So it's going to be really easy for me to start talking about our proposition and saying it's top quality, but these are the kind of words that I'm really hearing from PRIMIS members. So I've done lots of different webinars over the last few weeks, and some of the things that are coming out at the top is the fact that we're solid in terms of our CI expert reviews. The product offers great menu choices. People are liking our select and core levels of cover, and there's lots more that I'll go onto in a bit more detail in regards to our proposition. But one of the things that we talk about here at Zurich is building a brighter future. And not only is that for clients, but also for advisors. So listening to the feedback we get is very important to help us improve things like our technology, claims, underwriting, sustainability, and lots of different areas. And having that expansive thinking, working more agile as well as being focused on the right outcomes is something that's definitely embedded in our culture. So yes, there'll be challenges, but things like treating customers fairly, as an example, is and will always remain embedded in our business as an absolute given. And that's kind of full stop there. And I'll just finish off by saying that one of the ways that we want to grow our distribution footprint is by improving our relationships. And increasing our market share is going to be pivotal to do this. And now that we're on board with PRIMIS, who are one of the largest financial services networks in the UK, it's really encouraging that we've got the opportunity to do this.
Cool. Thanks, Adge.
Yeah, thanks for that, Adge. Just move over to you now, Nick. So you were voted Best Protection Provider by Health and Protection in 2021. Congratulations on that one, by the way. Why do you think Zurich was voted for this award?
Well, there was some really good feedback actually provided off of that. I mean, first of all, it's brilliant to be voted as Best Protection Provider. We were delighted with that, and also, we don't chase awards around the industry, so it was great to get that recognition from Health and Protection. But it was for a number of reasons. So the first one was, the ability for Zurich to engage with advisors through different stages of the process. So that was recognised and was really positive for us, which is what we're trying to do, keep engaged with advisors all the time. Achieving customer growth as well was another area, especially through the pandemic, which was important to us to maintain that engagement and keep growing our customer base. But it's also, I know, something that PRIMIS has been really successful at as well, as you've grown, your business and your mortgage business through the pandemic too, by adapting to how you interact with customers. So we're very similar in that regard. And I think also for being recognised for some of the sort of deeper stuff that we do as well in the industry, which not everybody may be aware of, but it was for being a clear industry leader with people like the Association of British Insurers, as well as working with the government. And I don't know if you know, but we have Peter Hamilton, who is head of our market engagement. And Peter does a lot of work now for the government as Ambassador for Disability and Access for the insurance sector. So he's got a really important role. And what that focuses on is really looking at changes that disabled people need, so that they've got an increase in access right across a wide range of services through different sectors and industries. So Peter's playing a big role there for the insurance sector overall. So Zurich's not just focused on its own proposition. We're always thinking about why we exist, what we deliver to market, how we help customers, how we help sustainability. But as you can see, access to insurance that helps our industry and other business sectors as well. So Zurich's playing a massive contribution, not just in delivering the end product. So yeah, for all those reasons.
Excellent, well-deserved award then.
Yeah, thank you.
Sounds like Peter's got a big job as well.
Yes, I keep reminding him of that.
Definitely. Cool. So I think it'd be a good point to talk about some of your products. So Adj, coming over to you, and I'll just give a real generic question and open the floor. Talk to us about some of your products that you think might be of interest to our brokers. Give us some sound bites.
Oh, how long have I got? And where do I start? So if you want choice, then we've got that at Zurich. If you want flexibility, we've got it at Zurich. If you want support, again, we've got that at Zurich. So whether it's personal, business cover, one of our goals is to provide your clients with comprehensive, tailored solutions. Okay, we've got our Zurich Critical Illness Select policy, which will offer clients one of the most comprehensive critical illness solutions in the market. But if price is still an issue, then as mentioned, we offer lots of choice to clients and advisors. So we still have a very good core CI offering. Okay, even with income protection, we can help provide financial support if illness or injury stops your client from working. And that support isn't just financial. So we've got a team of rehab nurses, we've got mental health specialists and physiotherapists who will work out how to help clients with returning to work. Okay, our products let your client choose the cover they want and change it to suit their circumstances when they change. We've also got a great menu offering, so milestone benefits, flexible options to adapt the cover, ability to add and remove benefits and cover. Your client can change when their life changes. We've got fracture cover, the list goes on. So I haven't even begun to talk about things like trust planning, the application journey, delegated customer underwriting, or even finished noting some other key product information. But for me, again, the commitment, and the commitment is there for our consultants, our specialists to work with PRIMIS firms and offer the best support possible. So what I would encourage any PRIMIS advisors who've not spoken to their Zurich consultant or specialist, pick up the phone, contact us. We're here to help. We're here to help you write more protection business, or even get in touch with your regional sales director to request support. And what we can then do is make contact that way. But yeah, there's lots to mention, but I'll kind of pause there.
No, really good summary, Adj. And I think, absolutely right that, you guys are there to support our brokers. If anybody listening back to this podcast wants an in-depth walkthrough, I think you've talked about, you've been doing loads of webinars and stuff like that. Get in touch with Adj guys and let him book something in to do that. So really good, thank you. I guess the other thing I just wanted to talk about, you guys were at our conference, as we mentioned, with Gokwan and Fleur East, but we also talked about carbon footprint. So one of the things we did at our event is we, asked providers not to bring loads of plastic, and, we were trying to be really sort of environmentally friendly as a network. I know when John Round was on stage, he talked about greener mortgages, carbon offset mortgages, all that sort of stuff. But I guess from the protection space, there's probably not as much talk about sustainability from our point of view. And I know you guys are doing work in that area. I've seen something on an email about a PRIMIS forest and planting trees. Or talk to us, what's happening in the protection space around sustainability?
Yeah, of course. So one thing I would say is Zurich's committed to being one of the most responsible and impactful businesses in the world. And hopefully together we can bring this vision to life. So whether your clients are young, they're old, or the next generations, they may feel passionately about not only protecting themselves and their families, but also the planet for future generations. So Zurich's bringing these two goals together, and we've teamed up with Tree Nation to plant a tree for every protection policy bought in 2022. And we've been doing this since 2019. And we've planted trees to support the fight against climate change, like you've just mentioned, and being responsible to the planet. And as of December 2020, with the help of you and our customers, we've planted over 130,000 trees in the Zurich forest. So for every life protection policy taken out on the Zurich life protection platform, we will plant a tree. Okay. Once a policy has been purchased or issued, this is going to be exciting stuff here, but your client will receive an email with a link which will take them to the Tree Nation website, where they can actually track their tree. They can view details about it, and they can see where it actually lives in the virtual PRIMIS forest, should I say. So protection means more to your clients than just the monetary value. Then Zurich Protection may be the provider of choice for them.
Absolutely love that. And I can see Nicky's little face smiling at the top of my screen as well.
Right, yeah.
Really good.
I do love it. Sustainability is massive, to Zurich, but there's loads of other stuff. I mean, what we always say is as well, if you're running your own business, doing good is good for business. So doing stuff for the climate is good for business. So I don't know what, if you're a business owner and you're running your own mortgage brokerage, for example, have you got your own sustainability, strategy? Because it's worth looking at, and it's something Zurich can help you with as well. In terms of exploring that and sharing the things that we're doing at Zurich that you could probably do in your own business. Things like eliminating, single-use plastics, renewable energies, other things that you can source materials and things for your office more sustainably. Loads of great ideas. So I'd be happy to talk to your firms more on that as well.
Excellent. I don't really know how we follow that. Planting a tree for PRIMIS for Zurich, really good. But, chaps, I think what I would say is, there's loads more you could be talking about. We've only got a short space of time on the vodcast today. Adj, how do people best get in touch with you or your team within Zurich? What's the best port of call for people to get in touch?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So speak to your RSMs, so your regional sales directors and managers. I've got a great relationship with them. They're all aware of myself, so they can then get you in touch with your specialist or consultant here at Zurich. If anybody needs to contact me directly, then by all means via Matt and Nicky, then get in touch with me. This is what we want to do here. We want to be able to support you going forward, and we're also running a repeat of our protection proposition webinar. So if you didn't get a chance to attend any of the sessions in February, we'll be running the same sessions again in March. So please do get in touch. If you want to run firm specific sessions, we'll do that as well. So there's lots of different ways, but we're here to support you. So please get in touch.
Awesome. So I think that concludes today's vodcast. So, on behalf of us, just like to thank you both. Loads of useful stuff there. We're delighted to have you on our panel. I think it's been a long time coming. A broker said to me the other day, we're delighted to have you on. So thanks for all the support you're giving to our brokers. keep going at it, keep planting the trees, and we'll see you soon, chaps. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, both.
Thank you, Nicky.
Thanks very much,
you, Matt.
guys. Lovely to speak to you.
Cheers.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye.